Hello there, Aries. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. And this reading's going to be for Aries for August of 2020. Now we're 8 months into the year. For everybody who's new out there, we pull 4 cards for the month. You use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month. And we'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you, so it makes all of us Aries name Frankie for the time of the reading. I suppose look at your moon sign and at your rising sign. It'll give you a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think these cards will go week by week. I think it'll blend in and out throughout the month, kind of an overall theme. Now I have a short message for us, and we're not going to like it. And we had some words, and we actually have a card down here that matches the words that we have for this month. And I feel as if the feeling is struggle, push, pull, like power struggles. So what I'm being told is do not feel judged. Try your best not to feel judged, and we should try our best not to judge others. Because if we do, in this power struggle deal, and I know we love doing things our own way, and it's usually the right way, but if we get into it, we're going to keep getting into it. And that's something we really don't want. For the month, everybody's going through a trying time. I keep hoping maybe by the time these videos come out that things are basically starting to get leveled out for all of us all over the world. But it's hard telling. This is the beginning of July and things are still squacky. Over in the States, they open it up, they shut it down. They open it up, they shut it down. You don't know from one day to the next what's happening. So just keep that in mind. Try not to feel judged or to be judgmental ourselves. I think it's going to be valuable and beneficial to us, especially looking at these cards. The words we have this month are release, awakening, intention, wisdom, and content. So as far as that goes, we'll have to release a few things here, but the end result is hopefully contentment, because our first card here is a pentacle, earth energy. I love pentacles. This is money to me, but this particular one is kind of like money coming in from 2 different sources. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, money coming in from 2 different sources, maybe having to juggle money sometimes to make ends meet. A lot of us are going through that right now, but if anyone can do it, we can do it. I think it's still a positive card because it still means good fortune, enjoyment. But we could suffer a little bit of loss. All of us have. So the card itself means money is on its way to us. Now, it usually comes in some kind of written form. Normally, that would be a letter in the mail. But these days, it could be a text. It could be an email, things like that. And we'd be at a stage where we were deciding on 2 different options to choose from. 2s are always about choice. Always. So 2 different options to choose from. We'd be concerned about issues with our money flow, our abundance, things like that. And we might be, like I said, holding down more than one job, or moonlighting, trying to make ends meet somehow. But when the 2 comes, it's time to make the choice, right? And make the choice, the intention to make the choice. Do it with all the wisdom that we have. And I'm thinking with an awakened spirit. Make the choice even if we are not sure of the outcome or sure that we are making the right choice. We just need to make the choice. So I can't say where these are going to come down in each one of our lives, but still, you still want to really focus on what it is I want to do, because I think a lot of us are going to leave something, release something, or leave something behind. So even if it's not the right one, make it. Settle into it. Sometimes with this card also, we could be just, maybe working an extra job because there's something we want. Maybe we need a new car, or moonlighting on the side, working 2 jobs right now just to get a down payment, maybe for a house, something like that. For us Aries that are doing things like that. Others of us, we're just going to be a little bit of a struggle there, but it's still good. It's still Pentacles, still good, still the energetics of that. And then we have this is the Hermit, right, coming right after it. So that's our inner guidance. It's our guiding light. Sometimes it's there if we go within and we try to awaken our spirit or our intuition to guide us. What choice is it that we really feel like we need or want to make at this time? So the Hermit always is saying, I am here. Turn to me if you need advice. But a lot of times it's knocking on our little noggins up here and we're not listening. So what Spirit's saying is take the time, take the time, don't ignore. Going within, maybe meditating, maybe praying. What is the right choice for me to choose now? What should I do? Gain wisdom, my internal wisdom on what is the choice that I, myself, personally need from within me, from within my personal invisible world, my intuitive insight, that type of energy. Sometimes this can come very physically, and a lot of us have been in these situations where everybody is home, right? Everybody's home and you just can't get a moment of peace. Sometimes it's like turn off the phone, shut the blinds, close the doors, all that kind of thought sequences and energies that go along with all of that. Like, I just can't take anybody else around me. Maybe you just go in the bathroom and lock the door and say, I'm taking a bath, don't bother me, kids. That could be this kind of energy. I got to get a handle on what it is that's going on within me in my own life and the choices I have to make. Sometimes it's just run away. Run away, go on vacation, get away from it all, just to get the peace, the quiet, the tranquility, and the state of mind, right? To use the wisdom and the guidance that I'm being given in an appropriate manner, because it feels like it's going to be really important, especially with that original message there, because we have 2 pentacle cards here. One is we could be juggling. The other one is we could be, waiting, basically, because this is the harvest card. Now we have the 7 of Pentacles. Still earth plane energy, still energetics of bringing in the bucks, that kind of stuff, making sure I'm managing my cash right. It's about reaping what we've sown, realizing legitimate gain that we have earned gain through our own hard work, the farmer harvesting the crop type energy that he's like taken care of through all the bad weather, through all the storms, and when we do this, we get our just desserts. It starts to come back to us. So the card means we put in our time, we put in the effort, we paid our dues. And now we'll gain in our business or in any other kind of enterprise like work. That's why they're saying maybe that original message could have to do with one of our bosses. Everybody's short-tempered right now, and we do well to do what they ask or do what they say this month, because it's going to be important to us if it's a work energy. Maybe for some of us, I've put a lot of time, a lot of energy into a relationship, and maybe I'm not getting back out of it exactly what it is I want. And I'm saying it in that way because of the next card that's coming up here. But we'd feel pretty good. We'd be satisfied from a job, very well done, growth, good fortune come to us with this card, but it's well earned. It's that kind of energy. The money has been well earned. So for those of us that aren't working, right, a job, maybe some of us that are making decisions on personal relationships. Also, with this, I think I'd be setting some intentions and using that hermit energy ahead of time to think, how am I going to act? How am I going to react in any given circumstances because of that push-pull type of energy? And I'm saying all this because of this next card and the original message that came for us. It's the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is when we have a situation in our lives where the only solution to it was to turn our back on it and go in another direction. Basically, here's 8 full cups, all perfectly full, just stacked right there. They could turn around if they want, but they're absolutely not doing it. So what's there either is not working out as we expected it to, or it isn't important to us anymore like it was in the beginning. So that these neatly stacked cups show that we made an effort, perhaps in vain, and now we're going to abandon it. We're going to turn our back on it. Some things, some certain things, we might be wishing maybe things could be different. Some of these could be work energies, others could be relationship energies, especially with this knowing or hoping things or wishing, please let it be different, but knowing that it really isn't. So it's time to cut the losses, get out of the situation, wherever it is in our lives, because it's failed despite our best efforts. And if we were being the calm one in the situation, we were the one making the choice and trying to fix everything, basically based on these cards, sometimes it's like, this is it. Usually it refers to a relationship, could be a partnership, a work thing, a work energy. It's an emotional choice because cups are emotion. So it could be a work energy or a relationship that reached such a state of deterioration, a friendship, anything like that, where the only solution to the situation, let's put it that way, the only solution I would have to that situation was to turn and walk away from it, to release it, move past it, setting my intention and bringing myself through that hermit energy into that state, like our word down here, where I'm content. I am content with the decisions that I've made, and I'm the one that will make a decision on what is beneficial to me moving forward in the future. Maybe when I step outside the door. Sometimes these cards are simple. Maybe some of us, our children are going back to school, going away to school if schools get opened or something like that, or summer school in some cases, and, maybe staying there or energetics like that, simple things. But other cases, I feel for a lot of us, it may not be the simplistic part. Some of us it will be. Other of us, we could have been juggling money, basically because the kids came home and we got to buy all the food and do all the rest of that junk. It will depend. The one thing that drives me crazy about doing general readings is I can't place what area of life it is in for us. You know, I wish the heck that I could, but I can't, because our next card here, I think a lot of us, for this reason, this card may be, because this is the Page of Rods, it may be usually Rod's energies, business, finance type energy. So this is a message coming to us about a current project or a current situation. Usually it affects our work. Usually it's going to affect work. The information really is usually positive, because the card itself, it fits a person in our life. It would come from usually someone younger than we are, maybe a younger relative, a friend. It could, because pages are usually younger type energy, a younger person, or a person who acts younger than their age, you know, someone who could be really eager to experience going to work, you know, the eager beaver type energy. But it's a related a lot of times to international travel, meetings with foreigners, can be philanthropic type interests, you know, things like that. But the Page of Wands, or Rod's energy, this is Rod's in here, I don't know why they changed the name. That, you know, if it's not these meetings for jobs or stuff, it's a loyal, truthful, honest energy. So whatever it brings that loyalty, honest, truthful, so we can trust whatever that message is coming to us about the project, the situation, whatever. It would be that exact type of energy. And the more I look at that with those words, release, you know, maybe moving forward with that Page of Rod's energy might be the wise, the awakened thing to do, the wise thing to do, the thing that would bring me more contentment after whatever it is, let's say, whatever it is that I am choosing to walk away from or walk my path towards. And we're all different. A lot of us have made, a lot of us have went really deeply within ourselves and thought seriously, what is it? And I think that's Source's way of saying, you know, it's time for all of us to straighten up our act, go within, figure out what we want to come out into when these things begin to stabilize. And a lot of us have made really strong life decisions and life choices during these times. And I want to say, because a lot of times we see people's true colors during stress. And that could be the reasoning behind all of these cards. Or we can see ourselves like clearly during the stressful situation and think, maybe I used to deal with that really well, I don't want it anymore. It's simple in that thing, making changes that really affect our lives and usually the lives of others. But if something's not working, we Aries are not going to stand around and wait for the explosion most of the time. It's that type of energetics that I'm feeling. We're going to move forward to what calls us forward. May look at our angel card here. Oh gosh. Life purpose. We must have been thinking, purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and to others, and don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose. Then the purpose will serve you. Use that Hermit energy really wisely, because it seems like it's coming into play here every which way. This card comes as a reminder you don't need to struggle to find your life purpose. Don't worry about how to make good money in a meaningful career, and don't concern yourself with quitting or starting jobs or professions. Instead, follow the path of your natural desire, talent, and passion with the full intention of bringing joy to yourself and others. Your life purpose doesn't need to be defined or pinpointed. It's a process, not a category. Give all worries about money or career to God and the angels. A lot of us have had to do that right now, huh? You're on the right path toward your life's purpose, and focus one step at a time with respect to your life purpose, and release fears about the future to the angels. What you're doing right now is part of the life purpose. Maybe walking away from something that didn't suit us before. Well, Aries, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell y'all thank you for your likes, shares, your comments, your subscribes, and I really truly appreciate the comments. I read each and every one of them, and like I said, I really appreciate them. If you want to know more about me or go neb about me, all the information's over at the website down below the screen in the About section, or if you want to set an appointment with me, everything to do that is over at the website. There's also 2 short videos over there. One explains a prayer class I put out there for you guys. It's 2.5 hours long. It's comprehensive. It explains why you format and how you format prayers the way you do, and that's over at the website. And the other one is the sutra classes, and they are just simple thought forms you put in meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day. It enhances your clear perceptions dramatically. Videos that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes, and to everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.